Alright, it's still the same day. I've got a couple beers in me and I feel a little more relaxed. Stupid fucking thing. I've dealt with this in the past. Sometimes these piece of shit O-rings, which as you can see, it's in there now. It's fitting. No bubbles, no bullshit. It is what it is. If the cold doesn't work, sometimes heat will. So I put it in a hot spot. I figure it's the only thing that I haven't tried. And I know sometimes, well, depending on the material, the makeup of whatever material that piece of shit is made of, well, some things respond better to cold, some things respond better to heat. And this one was one of those that apparently absorbed whatever chemicals, gasoline, yada yada, and swelled up. So the only way to get rid of them is to literally evaporate all of those chemicals out of, well, what is apparently a porous material. Nobody should have to deal with this shit, but hey, I did, we did, you sat through it. I hope you're sitting through it, because I want you to feel my pain. I ain't having no fun at this either, but hey, 'tis what it is. It fits now. I literally just put it out in the sun. It's a beautiful day, got a whole lot of sun out front, and yeah, the sun did the trick. Maybe it was UV rays, maybe it was heat, I don't fucking care. It fits now. You see what I see. I mean, that fits with a little wiggle room. Not much, but a little. So I'm gonna bang this thing back together. I'm getting tired of this goddamn thing. I really am. I want to be done for the day, but I also want to get it up and running before I'm done with today. It's kind of a pet peeve. You know, you start a job, you got to finish a job. It's that kind of a thing for me. So, whatever. I'm gonna put this back together real quick and make it run. I didn't do anything, so nothing's going to be different. It's going to run like shit the same way as it always has. It'll work good to 3/4 throttle. I mean, much beyond 3/4, and then it just turns to dog shit. I do want to adjust the governor. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. Yeah, maybe. Stop talking, start doing. That's what I'm going to do. I just thought I'd show and tell here real quick. I skim coated this gasket with Permatex black silicone, and I'm just kind of letting it sit and dry in the wind. I've got it blocked off ever so crudely with a pair of whatever vice grips. I plan on letting that pretty much dry. That will create a rubbery kind of a paper gasket. I made this gasket. It's almost a perfect fucking fit. I'm a little proud of it, to be honest. I don't usually get them quite so perfect. This one is. It is right there. It is fucking money. And it didn't cost nothing, aside from a little bit of time. So anyway, I'm going to give her some TLC, some Permatex rubber coating. The Permatex has tacked up. It's not really leaving, you know, much of anything on my fingers when I touch it. So I'm gonna give her, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour, let it really set up, and then I will go and reinstall the carburetor. It's been, I don't know, enough time, an hour, handful of beers, something like that. I think it's about time to, well, I don't know, we'll see. I think it's been long enough. Yeah, nothing on my thumb, nothing on my finger. Feels good. It feels oh yeah, show you, god damn it. I'm looking at the piece, I wasn't looking at the camera. Yeah, it's all nicely rubber coated, rubberized. That was the entire point of what I was trying to attain here. I just wanted to rubberize this paper gasket. And like I said, I made this gasket, and it's damn near a perfect fit. So yeah, this will ensure, you know, zero air leakage. But I could see the compression ring around, well, around every hole. Where the mounting flange of the carburetor actually made it up with this. I mean, I had excellent compression. There was no leakage. This is just an added measure so that, you know, in the future, hopefully, now that it's siliconed, it won't stick. This should be reusable for ever and ever and ever again. Maybe. I mean, not always. It's not always a guarantee, but usually it will work that way. If you lightly, ever so lightly silicone the thing, you know, just a real light coating, you know, the gasket typically doesn't stick anymore. So that's my game plan, my hopes, and yeah, let's get this bitch back together. It will run today. I didn't change nothing, so nothing's gonna be really fixed, or yeah, it's gonna be the same hot fucking mess that it always was. But maybe we'll get into adjusting the governor, which is fine. It's fine the way it is. It just doesn't hit wide open throttle. So I'll get into it next. Good as that. All right, that's that. See what I mean? I mean, yeah, you see what I mean. Damn near fucking perfect, right? I'm halfway proud of it anyway. But for a homemade gasket, yep, good enough. All right, I'm gonna put this guy back together. Hey, I just want somebody else to feel my pain for a minute. Fucking quarter turn by quarter fucking turn. This one I can get a little bit with a screwdriver. It would be a little bit easier if I took off the air filter housing. That is true. But I had to retap. I had to make my own threads. I made a cork gasket here, which it's time to bust that shit off. It's just cork. This thing didn't come with the proper holes for this particular setup. And well, I had to make what I needed to make it actually function, and it does. It did. I mean, you can see the hole there for the cork. It's well compressed. Hopefully it's not too tight. It looks about right. But I just thought I'd show and tell this real quick, because as much as this annoys me, I wanted to annoy you too, because this is what you got to deal with. Well, if you want to tackle one of these things, you need this little fucking baby wrench and, well, whole shit ton of patience. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna keep going here. Alright, I'm all buttoned up here. I'm getting ready to set the governor, and it wants to go right up against the what I'm trying to do is set throttle linkage adjustment. I'm just my way, the thickness of a wrench. I want it to be that far away from the muffler, so that's what I'm going to make it. I was just double checking here some of the actually I think it goes this way. Centered up with that guy. Let me get my hand out of the way. That motherfucking dog. Yeah. Pretty well centered up. Pretty well centered up. It's going to go into the bottom hole here. Yeah, there's not I thought maybe moving to the upper hole and then a lower hole here on, yeah, none of that's going to work. I tried. It's going to be too aggressive. It's going to be too much. So it was originally bottom hole, and yeah, bottom hole, or hole closest to whatever, main jet. Anyway, it's got to stay that way, and that's what it's going to be. I'm going to still make an adjustment here. Normally you don't have to fuck with these things, and I don't know that I have to now, but I can fine-tune this a little bit to get a wide open throttle, and that's what I'm after. I want wide open throttle right or as close to that as I can get it with my little wedge. My little wedge. Anywho, that's what I'm working on. Alright, the name of the game here is get this spreaded a little bit, and it should walk off. It is spring loaded. Man, come on now. Hang on. There we go. Got it. There's the spring. There is just hardly any movement in that, and rightfully so. Throttle. All the same. I had to take that arm off just because I mounted the carburetor already, and yeah, I can't get this linkage back together. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. Now you can. I cannot get this linkage arm back in otherwise. So now that's back in. I don't know. Can you see it? God damn it. I hate this little baby screen. Anywho. Gotta crank the throttle up again. stick the spring in the groove. You can't, I can't see this. Nobody can see this, but I can feel it. It's in there. I mean, it's right back where it came from. All right, time to set this guy up. All right, to start with here, I'm gonna take all the tension and adjustment out of the throttle cable. Something like that. Then I'm going to use my wrench because I like it. I think, anyway. Yeah. Do something like, hey. Yeah, you know what? I can't do it. I cannot. Here, check this out. Fuck. I thought I was going to be able to get a little wiggle room. Here, I'll show you. Oh, why so difficult? Better flashlight here. Take a look in there. Fuck. I'll get it. Hey, you just got to get the right master grip here. I think I got it. Whoop. Yeah, use those fingers. See what I mean? Here's the choke. Fully open. And right behind that, you can see the main needle jet going down in there. And then just off to the side I mean, it's got to be right up against the fucking muffler to be wide open throttle. Hopefully this is showing up. I mean, I can see it plain as day. I can't see dick on this little baby screen though. I hope you guys can see it. It's just right there. Closed throttle, wide open. And I mean, it's right up against the fucking muffler. There is no in between. So, well, fuck. That screws up my little baby wrench plan. I didn't want it up against the fucking muffler, but I don't see that I have a choice. Anywho, what we're doing, all that we need to do, pretty simple. Needle nose pliers would be better. That's clearly up against a stop. See that? Fuck this fucking wind. I bet you it's making so much fucking noise you can't hear me. You just do that. It's up against a stop. Fully counterclockwise. That's as far as it goes. Just the weight of the pliers holds it there. Now, you go wide open throttle and tighten it down. That's it. There's your governor adjustment. There ain't nothing more to it than that. So, I fucking hell. I don't know if I'm helping or hurting anything here by using my hands, but I'm gonna slung that up, and well, that's all there fucking is to it. Then I'll readjust the throttle cable, and I'll reset where wide open throttle is, but at least the governor can get us there. I've proven that it's gonna get us. So I'm gonna snug things up and get on to it. Oh, that worked out. There is, oh, can you see that? There. I think we got a winner. Yeah, it's at least as good as it was. No better. Once the here, I'll show you. Once the engine gets up and running, you'll see. You'll see. See how it's just ever so, like, it's right fucking there, but it still just ain't quite wide open. It will be once the engine is running. So that's as close as I'm getting it, and it still ain't touching the muffler. Not yet. It will be, I'm sure. Now I just got to readjust the throttle position here, the cable, which will control up here on the lever where wide open throttle actually is. Oh man, I'm tired of this. I'm just getting tired, actually. One more last final fucking thing. All right, I'm done. I think I am. Fucking wind. I'm trying to use my hand. I know where the microphones are on this camera. I don't know if this is going to make it better or worse. Whatever. Raha. We got idle, closed throttle, wide open, full throttle, closed throttle, full throttle, closed throttle. It's a much shorter throw than what it used to be. This used to be, you know, well, it never went further than that for wide open, but there was a wider swing to it. You know, like closed throttle would have been, you know, about yay. Things are different. And that's closed. Wide open. And I mean that is wide open. It ain't going no more. And just to show, hey, just to show, see what I mean? Let's see if I can do this all with one hand, just so as you knows. See what I mean? It's right there. That's wide open now, and it's right up against the fucking muffler. But hey, it's got to be what it's got to be. You can't shine shit, it only fucking smears, and I got no greater adjustment to make that any better. It doesn't matter. I mean, this arm against the muffler doesn't really matter, aside from it's going to start creating a hole in the muffler. Which, like, hey, does it matter? There's already a fucking hole in it. You see what I mean? You can't shine shit, it only fucking smears. And this is not a piece of shit. It really ain't. It's one of the oldies and the goodies It's just been kicking my fucking ass all over the fucking map here past couple of days, and today especially, yeah, I expected greater things and I received, well, a hot mess of shit. So whatever. Don't let my attitude discourage you from tackling this stuff. You're going to deal with what I had to deal with. Go in with a good mindset, and if it starts pissing you off, then walk the fuck away. That's my problem. I don't walk away soon enough. I get irritated, and then it starts to wreck my day a little bit. I know better. Believe me, I fucking know better. But I keep doing it because I'm one of those guys that I can't stop until it's fixed. It ain't fixed, but hey, it's gonna run. I haven't fired it up today, but it should run. Let's find out. Fuel's on. Yeah, I turned the fuel on earlier just to make sure that the bowl wasn't leaking after that goddamn gasket fiasco. Well, you saw that. Fucking thing. Give her a little throttle. Just a little throttle. Boy, she's touchy. And a little choke, get rid of the light. Give her one good rip 'em. Ba-boomba. I don't make that shit up. I don't make that shit up. That is exactly how good this thing has always been at starting. I've already checked timing. I've done the points. I did the coil last year. I did all that shit last year. That is not the problem. I do not like that smoke. I don't like that, not one bit. I know there's everything wrong with that, but I don't know yet what's causing it. It's blue, so it screams oil, which still makes me think, look, I'm gonna shut this off. Hang on. I think the reason, well, I don't know. I don't know nothing until I actually test and prove. But what I'm going to do, what I think is very necessarily the very next step, I got to do a hot compression test on this. If compression has dropped from cold to hot, well, guess what? We got a crack or a leaking something. Because that blue smoke, that's not black, it's blue, and I'm seeing it constantly. Especially when I got the guy deep in the dirt, when I'm just putting it, when I'm putting it to task. When the engine is good and hot, it will start smoking. Now, because the exhaust and the belt spins the same direction, the outlet and the I think it does, doesn't it? Am I wrong? No, the belt, I'm sorry, the crank rotation is that way, the exhaust is this way. All right, so what I'm seeing, anyway, unless it's a smoking belt, and I don't think that it is, I'm pretty damn sure that it's not a smoking belt. When I'm really working this bitch, it starts to smoke. It's not black smoke, it's not too rich, it's not too much fuel, it's a blue smoke, which is indicative of, burning oil. I don't want to think that there's a crack in the block or the head, but it sure kind of sort of acts like it. It just does, because it acts up when it's at full operating temperature, and it acts up when it's under full engine load. Every other operating area that this engine could be, you know, running happy. It's fine. It's fine. It's fucking happy. It's just, yeah, it's wide open throttle, full engine load. It turns to fucking hot dog shit. And yeah, it's got great compression. It's got, as far as I'm concerned, it passes all my leak down tests. But that's not to say that there still ain't something, you know, deep mechanical going on, like a cracked cylinder, a cracked or just a leaking head gasket. It could be anything. I don't know yet, but I'm whittling it down to, hey, there ain't much left. You know what I mean? I mean, we're in it. So fucking hell. I hope you're having fun, because I really ain't. Normally this stuff is enjoyable to me. I like the video part of it, but the rest of this shit I could really do without. I am just so over. I'm just so over it. Whatever. I'm going to find out. If I don't fix it, I'm going to find out exactly what is causing the problem. But hey. Anywho, I don't know. Should I put it in the dirt yet today? It's just going to do the same fucking thing. Yeah, I mean, at least that will confirm that I didn't make any changes. I'm going to put it in the dirt. I'll do that real fucking quick, and then it's going to do the same fucking thing that it always did. It's going to act up and carry the fuck on. And when it does, then I ain't doing nothing more until I got a brand new spark plug. Which that won't fix the problem either, I'm more than sure. But at least then I've covered all of my bases. I mean, literally all of them. But yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I don't fucking feel like it. I just don't fucking feel like it. Because then after it's good and hot, then I got to do a compression test on it and a leak down test on it immediately. I don't have that kind of care in me right now, not today. So I'm gonna call it a day. Good night, good day, and good night.